Well, hello guys, welcome back to John's Workshop, and in this video we're going to be doing Workshop Blether number 11, and the title of this Blether video, as you can see on the board behind me, is Boxing Day Blether, and we'll get into a little bit more of that just shortly. So in this video, first and foremost, I hope everybody had the best Christmas possible in current climate around the globe with various different things going on, so I hope you've all managed to at least get a little bit of time off work and a bit of time to spend with family and such like. So I hope that's gone well for everybody, and a belated Merry Christmas to everybody, and hope you enjoyed my little bit of fun on Christmas Eve. And so in this video what we're going to be doing is just a few little bits. I've got some stickers that have come in, we're just going to run through those. I'm long overdue going through those. They've been in for quite a while, some of them. We've got a bit of viewer mail that's come in, which will be something just quickly to run through. I've got a special gift that's come in that I'm going to spend quite a bit of time looking at and going through. I've got a new tool that I just want to briefly touch on, nothing too special, but that's going to be useful and upcoming on the next pieces I need to make on the Mark flame liquor engine build. And then finally, and maybe if we've got time, we might have a sneak peek at something that might or might not have been delivered into my workshop overnight. So without further ado, we'll crack on, we'll come in at the bench and we'll just quickly run through the stickers and the viewer mail and the new tool, and then we'll get on to the main event of the Blether. Okay, we're at the bench guys, so we're just going to run through some stuff. So firstly, stickers that have come in. So the first one is from Steve at Stevie GTR. So Steve's just got his own stickers. First one he's done. I think I was the first sticker on his sticker board. Go and check Stevie's channel out. So that's Stevie GTR, go and have a look. Stevie's quite new, I think, to the YouTube thing, but he's been doing engineering for quite some time, and he's got an absolutely fantastic pieces of kit in his shop. He's got a very nice Myford, and he's also got an incredibly nice Tom Senior milling machine that he's done quite a bit of work on, refurbing it and making it really nice. So go and check Stevie out. He's, like I say, he's not long been started, I don't think, so he could do with some support. He's just recently got into making some bits, and he's just made a really nice job of a knurling tool. I forget where the kit comes from. It's one of these that you can buy all the bits in a kit, and I forget the actual name of the company. They do a few things, but yeah, so go and check Stevie's channel out. He's from what I've seen of the work he's done, he's making some really nice jobs of his machine work that he's doing, restoration, modification, and also the work that he's doing with his machining that he's just really got going with on video, of course. And he's also done some playing around with aluminium anodizing as well, which is quite interesting. Shows the process, and he's set himself up to do some aluminium anodizing, which is quite interesting. So yeah, go and check Stevie out. So I'll get your sticker up on the board or at somewhere. Steve, all these stickers are going to go somewhere. I don't think they're going up on the board. I need to do something next to the board, so I'm going to give that some thought. We'll get some plastic stuck up next to the board or something for the new stickers to go on, because I want to keep the space on the board for other things. So next up is Aaron, and Aaron Engineering is the channel that I know Aaron most from. So Aaron's actually got two channels, so that's his sticker. So down in Australia, I forget which bit of Australia, Aaron, sorry, I've got it written down somewhere. So Aaron's got, again, very nice workshop, very clean and tidy. He's got some nice bits of kit. He's got some CNC kit in there as well, very nice. I've only recently just really started, sort of got tripped over Aaron's channel. We've had a bit of email backwards and forwards, and so I've not really seen too many of Aaron's videos yet. I am trying to work back through your back catalogue, Aaron, but some very good work Aaron's done over time from what I have seen. And Aaron's also got a second channel, which is DCT, which is a design, creativity and technology channel. I've not checked that out yet, Aaron, apologies, but I will do so at some point, and I'll make sure I give you a sub. So we'll get one of these stickers up on the new sticker board very soon. Thank you for those, Aaron. And while we're down in that southern hemisphere part of the world, next up is Kevin from Machine NZ. So most of you who subscribe to me will already watch Kevin, I'm sure, but go and check Kevin's channel out if you've not seen Kevin before. Again, very competent machinist and got some very nice gear. In fact, I do have a smile when his workshop's up, because it just looks so incredibly similar to mine, the way he's got his machines laid out and the types of machines they are. It's almost like staring in my own workshop sometimes. So yeah, go and check Kevin's channel out if you've not seen it already. Again, some incredibly nice work that Kevin's done, and some that I'm going to shamelessly steal some of his ideas. I think at some point in the future he made a very nice tool grinding machine, and quite some videos in a series on that, which was really quite interesting. So go and check Kevin out. So thank you to all those that have sent the stickers in. I'll get those up on the new board at some point. So moving on to viewer mail. So this first package has come in from one of my subscribers, long-time subscribers of the channel, who's been with me always from the start, and this is from Graham Brumfitt. And we had a bit of email backwards and forwards, and Graham said, I've got some plastic, and you're more than welcome to a bit of it. Now, I've not really got any plastics in the shop for making things out of. So this looks like, this is the first time I've opened it, it almost looks like recycled type plastic. I'm not really sure, just looking at what's in it, but very hard type plastic. And I don't know what that will machine like, no idea. It looks quite firm and close grain, whatever it is, however it's been put together. So I'm sure that will come in useful at some point for, you know, pads or whatever that I want to make at some point in the future, that type of thing, or, you know, a variety of uses at some point in the workshop. Could even be for a base for a small engine potentially, or something like that. So thanks for that, Graham. Funnily enough, and it's a shame really, I lost the paper, and this has come in the post fairly recently. It came wrapped up with Christmas wrapping paper, and I'm really disappointed I didn't bring it out to the workshop with that on, because that was quite a giggle watching my postman hand me that at the door when it arrived. So thanks for that, Graham, really appreciated. And just for you, Graham, I did tell you I am trying. I hate this stuff. Graham's asked me if I will save him some of my brass swarf, and I'm sure Ian Matthews would be incredibly proud of me now. Look at that, Ian, there's got to be at least an ounce in there, imagine that. So I'm saving some brass swarf for Graham, who does some wood turning, and I think he does some type of encapsulation of things in like epoxy and things like that, mixed with wood and then turning, and wants to add in the brass turnings and you know, sort of swarf into that, so that then when you've polished it, you get the metallic effect in the resin. I think that's what Graham is doing. I might have got that totally wrong, Graham. It'd be a laugh if I have, but so I'm trying, mate. I'll get some more for you. I'm not quite sure how much you want, but I'll try and get a bit more in there before I send it off to you. So that's that. I'm just going to move on to, there's another bit of viewer mail, which is kind of the main event, which we'll come on to in a minute. So I'm just going to move on to my new tool. So I'm not going to go into too much detail. It's a standard 3mm parting off tool, blade type. It's from Banggood. It's you know, as usual, out of my own pocket. I wanted a 3mm wide parting off tool for my cylinder body for the Mark engine, because my parting blade's 5mm wide, the big one I've got. I didn't have a 3mm wide one. I'm making it out of stainless, so I thought, well, we'll get one of these, we'll give it a try. I've got to admit, I've been all over this. There was sharp edges absolutely everywhere on it when it came. It was pretty nasty and cheap, so I've been over it and taken all the sharp edges off. And even in the location where the blade sits, it was, you know, not very well finished off. So we've been and cleaned it all up, and we'll be giving that a try shortly on the lathe on the Mark engine. So we'll see how that fares. So next we're going to move on to the main event. So I know what this is. I've had some email traffic backwards and forwards, and I know where it's come from. So we're just going to open this. Has not been opened yet. I've not taken it out of the paper, so we're just about to do that now. This was one of the best wrapped packages that I think I've ever had. And it's taken me about 20 minutes to get into the box. So this is from one of my subscribers who's also got a channel that most of you guys will know. And he's just setting a new channel up, and this is kind of the first real job that he's done on his new channel, and we'll come on to that, who it is, in a moment, and what he's up to. But this subscriber's obviously watched me flailing around with with trying to make things out of dead trees when I was making the base for my Mark engine, and probably felt extremely sorry for me watching me trying to make things out of wood, and offered to make me something which is really quite special. So we'll get into that now. So we'll just dig into the... I'm only joking, Tony. So this is from Tony, and you guys will know him as A-Up Tony, who's got his own metalworking channel, and Tony has recently just started up a new woodworking channel. And from some back and forth with Tony, you know, he's a skilled craftsman in wood. It's what he did for his living years and years ago. He's got some really nice machinery that he's spent quite some time doing up, and some of that has appeared on some of his metalwork channel videos in the past. And what he's doing is he's splitting off woodwork from metalwork, two separate channels, and this was the first job he's done. So we'll get into this now. And I've actually watched the videos of him making this, and yeah, just blown away, Tony, to be honest. The skill. Hey look, I was going to need to buy some new blue paper roll. I don't need to now. The skill involved in what you've done here, Tony, was amazing. Absolutely fantastic job. Just watching it on video, and couldn't wait to get into this and have a look. So, as you can see, this is a box, hence the Boxing Day Blether. What better day to receive a box? Now look at that. That is absolutely fantastic. And this is made out of, I think it was an old wardrobe or an old cupboard, something like that. And Tony's shown the entire process of making this, making the jig to do the finger joints at the ends, you know, to join the sides of the box together. I mean, just look at the joints on that and the craftsmanship. Absolutely fantastic, Tony. That really is something else. And what Tony's done this for is my small rotary table that I've got. I always said when I got that I was going to make a decent box for it to sit in. And Tony said, look, I'd like to make you a box for your rotary table. So I've sent him some sizes over, and this is the result. Just absolutely fantastic. So Tony's popped one of his stickers in. So that's Tony's metalwork channel. So you'll recognise him, most of you, I guess. So thank you, Tony. Now one of those will be going up on the new sticker board. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic. The finish on this is, well, it's unbelievable. It's like a mirror. It really is very, very nice indeed. So what we're going to do in this Blether, and I'm not going to film all of it, I'll film bits of it. I'm going to get my rotary table out, give it a bit of, the whole rotary table needs a really good clean actually, and refurb. I've not touched it since I got it. But we're going to get that out. I'm going to get some of my shadow foam that hopefully some of you have seen me fitting in my new set of drawers with my measurement gear in, and we're going to cut a piece of shadow foam for the bottom of this box, and then we're going to fit our rotary table into here. I'll show bits of that as I'm going, I won't show it all, and then we'll come back when I've done it all and show the rotary table in the new box. And what I'm actually going to do, Tony, as well, when I get my engraving machine, my new small engraving machine up and running, which will be quite some time yet, but I'm actually going to make a nice badge plate for the corner of the box to say what's in the box, and also with your channel name on it for, you know, sponsoring with the box, and probably my channel name or something. I don't know, whatever. We'll work out what we put on, but we'll have a nice badge plate or something put on here somewhere. So yeah, absolutely fantastic. Really, really good. Right, what we'll do is one thing, by the way. If I'd like you all to go and support Tony's new channel, and I've put the logo up on the screen. You'll have seen it already. One thing that I was smiling about, you know, this really shows my ignorance of working with wood. When Tony made this, and he was actually fitting the base and the top after he'd made the 4 sides and done all the jointing, he actually glued the base and the top all together. And I'm thinking, no, Tony, you surely have made a mistake there. Glue the bottom on, but leave the top loose, because obviously you need to get into the box. And I would have never even thought of the way Tony's done this, and he's done it. He's actually balanced the joints so that there's the same amount of top and bottom space at the top, and he's actually glued the lid on and then cut the box back open again to make the lid, if that makes sense. And that took me by surprise, Tony. It really did. I really thought you'd made a mistake when you glued the lid on, mate, to be fair. That just shows my ignorance of woodwork. So yeah, we'll bring you all back in a bit. I'll get some shadow foam cut. I'll show a little bit of that, and then we'll get the rotary table put in. So just before we move on to the next bit of this, guys, what I didn't show, and I should have done. So we've got 4 feet on there, nicely positioned. I just can't, it's the next day now, and I'm just still trying to get over how nicely finished off this is. It really is. It really is very special. It almost seems a shame, to be honest, to do what I'm about to do to it, which is put something quite oily inside it. But Tony assures me that the coating that he's put on here is sort of oil and spirit resistant, so hopefully good. And it's also had a French polish on as well on top of the coating, so should be good. But yeah, just like I say, I've had another day, and I've just come back out to carry on and pick this back up again and just marbling at it. Fantastic, Tony. Right, what we're going to do now is we're moving on to the fitting of the rotary table. So what I've done is I've measured up, I've cut myself a square of shadow foam, and I'm now just going to proceed with cutting around the shadow foam. I think we'll take this out to make life easier for myself as I'm going round, and we'll pop that back in when we're done. This rotary table needs really a good clean up, probably a strip down, clean up, oil up. I mean, it works fine, it's just not been stripped for many years, so it probably just needs a bit of a strip. So I think that's okay now. We'll take this lock screw out as well, because that's going to get in the way of the knife as I go round. There we go. So I've positioned central about, and we're just going to crack on now with the knife like I did before and cut around the profile. So we've got the bulk of the work done in the shadow foam, so it's the moment of truth. We'll lift the rotary table in and see how that fits. Yep, it's a good fit. And we've cut another square out here, and what that's for is a sandwich box. Well, it's not really a sandwich box, is it? It'd be a sandwich box for a very small person, but this was the best way I could think of adding something in, the easiest way to contain the clamps, the T-nuts and bits and pieces for the rotary table. So that's all of that in place. It's not going to move anywhere within the box. So the next question is, does all that fit in the box? So we'll bring it back when we're testing that. So we've got our lovely box back on the bench. Hopefully, if we've measured up correctly, this should be, in fact, I'll just need to dodge this screw where the lid stay is. Yeah, that's a good fit. I can hear the air. I can hear the air squeezing out. So that's got our shadow foam liner in. The next job then is to drop the rotary table in. And the clamp box. And there we go. That's absolutely perfect, Tony. I've said that before I've shut the lid, but I'm absolutely sure it's going to be right. Super. So, what a nice box to keep this in. As I said before, this needs a bit of TLC. Not a lot, but it just needs a bit of a clean up and a re-grease and a re-oil, which I will get round to doing at some point. I guess the question is, I've got a silica gel packet here. For the moment being, I don't think it will do any harm just to throw that in the box for now, just to try and keep if any dampness does get in, hopefully that will catch it. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. So, as I said before, Tony Works Wood. Go and have a look at his channel. You know him already, most of you anyway, from his Hey Up Tony channel, but yeah, go and check him out. I mean, that's just absolutely super. I couldn't be more pleased with that. Fantastic. And thank you very much, Tony. That's a fantastic gift and something that I will take very good care of for the rest of my time while I'm doing this stuff. So we'll move on to the last thing we've got on the board in this video, which I think I said was called Sneak Peek. So we'll see what that's all about. So, I don't know if any of you saw my very short Christmas Eve video that I put out, which shows how this was probably delivered. If you haven't, go back and have a look at it and see how this was delivered. So I came in here Christmas morning and spotted this next to the mill, and I thought, well, I wonder what that is. All neatly wrapped up, and trying to figure out what could be under the wrapping. So I'm just going to use a stick just in case this thing's alive, because I'm not really sure what it is. So we'll we'll just lift this up a little bit and see what might be under. Oh, there's a big hole there. I wonder what that is. What's it? There's a badge plate. Condor. Oh, what on earth could that be? So there we go, guys, that brings us to the end of this workshop Blether, and maybe the tiny cliffhanger that I've just posed you all with, and so we'll call it a wrap at that, I think. And again, reiterating, Merry Christmas to everybody and all the best for 2022, and let's hope it's an ever improving situation as we move forward. Thank you again to the contributors to the channel throughout 21, of which there have been many, and very humbling that is at times too. You know, all of the contributors, and I class everybody who comments as a contributor, and the people who sent things. You know, this video is a prime example of that. You know, sticker swaps, the camaraderie, just what a fantastic group of people to belong and be a part of. Actually, it really is something special in this modern day and age. So yeah, thank you to everybody who's contributed in any way, shape or form to what I'm messing around in here doing most of the time. It is very, very much appreciated. And Tony, thank you very much for the box. That will be a cherished part of my kit. It's going to take good care of my rotary table, and just a fantastic addition. So, and it was always something that I'd got on the cards. So that rotary table was donated to me by one of the viewers of the channel, and I think I showed that many episodes ago when that came in, and I always promised that I was going to make a decent box to put it in, and as you can see, I just never got round to it. So that, yeah, that you've done what you've done for me, Tony, what I had always planned to do for that bit of kit. So yeah, thank you very much for that, very much appreciated. So go and check Tony Works Wood out, and go and give the guy some support, even if you're not into wood. I think, you know, which I'm not, but I sat and watched beginning to end the sort of 5 videos I think Tony's put together of making the box, plus the one that preceded that showing how he made the jigs for the finger joint. And yeah, it must be great to have all of that kit and be able to make stuff out of wood like that. It's yeah, it's good stuff. So thank you all very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to the new subscribers as always that are coming along, and we will catch you all very soon on another video when we'll be making something else.